everybody, and welcome back to another news video here on Dropkick SoCal with me, Mooski. Just know, I am coming off of just watching SmackDown. I go on social media, and boy, oh boy, is the wrestling community divided. Well, mostly WWE here. Wow. I have plans for maybe another video of that for later on. Yeah, cause whew, wow, guys, I don't want to be the one to to spoil SmackDown for you. What is it today? February 2nd of 2024. If you haven't seen SmackDown, go watch it. Then we'll talk about it later. All right. Wow. All right, but before we get started on the news, first I gotta say shout outs to the Born Leaders Wrestling Podcast. I actually have to start off with something I said I'd do for you guys. If you guys watch the Born Leaders Wrestling Podcast, you will know that they enjoy to drink a little bit while they're doing the podcast. Because why the hell not? I don't personally drink myself, but whatever. Who cares? So that one tequila that you guys sent me that you cannot pronounce, repeat after me. It's pronounced código, 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 código. Which is Spanish for code, basically. If it's hard to pronounce with me, código. Think of it this way: Cody, go. Spoiler alert, right here. So think of it that way: Cody, go. Away from the main event at Wrestlemania, cause oh my God, The Rock. Yep, I gave you the spoiler alert just there. I'm sorry, guys, I can't help it. Oh, so yeah, it's official. The Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania 40. Half of y'all love it, half of y'all hate it. Whew, I gotta say, I'm pretty conflicted myself. The story just doesn't even matter anymore, man. But I digress. Let's go ahead and talk about that some other day. You guys want to tell me your thoughts? Say them down below, all right? But yeah. Oh, boy. All right, guys. But yeah. Shout outs to the Born Leaders Wrestling Podcast. Código. 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 Cody, go. Think of it like that. All right, so now it won't sound like a pause moment when you guys do pronounce it. Wow. Oops, excuse me, I think I'm going to sneeze. No? Okay, that did not clip the mic, I hope. Real good? Alrighty. But yeah, guys, I'm telling you, the weather here in California is terrible. It's cold, then it's hot, and it's freaking messing with our whatever. All right, guys, but yeah, with that aside, yes, that is another topic for another time. The Rock is now going to face Roman. Let's be honest, guys. We're all kind of calling it here. Roman's going to win. He's going to pretty much surpass Hulk Hogan's reign. Cody Rhodes, I don't even care what he's doing now, to be honest. But yeah, Roman will defeat The Rock. He's going to surpass Hulk Hogan's, I guess, reign as champion. Because let's be honest, if you want somebody to surpass Hogan's reign as champion, it probably should be Roman Reigns. I don't have to say much about that. And I'm not going to say much about that. You all know what I'm talking about. So yeah. Makes sense why Roman should surpass Hulk Hogan's reign. Yeah. Okay, so guys, now, on to the actual news. I mean, that's going to be one, not something you'd want to completely erase from history like they did back in the day and then just put it back, but whatever. Speaking of being erased from history, let's talk about Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Mr. McMahon, you're fired. I guess. All jokes aside, guys, that whole lawsuit, the latest one that came out, it's getting pretty serious to the point where supposedly they have deleted McMahon from all history. I have to look into that because that's kind of breaking for me right now. Have to really look into how serious that is, but let's see here. Yeah, so again, it's getting very serious. He resigned yet again, and supposedly Brock Lesnar might have been involved as well. You see, now they didn't directly state it was Brock Lesnar who was also involved in the sex trafficking lawsuit and whatnot. They simply said there was a former UFC and WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and I mean Brock's the only one that fits that description. And to further, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess to further like support that claim that it's Brock Lesnar, all of his merchandise, or at least like what, 99% of it, has been moved to the discounted area. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, is that it? I mean, that. Oh, he's also no longer in the creative plans for WWE, supposedly. So, yeah, that lawsuit is just getting more and more crazier. Wow. I mean, it's one thing for McMahon to get all this shit, but like, damn, the fact that Brock could have been involved too, whatever, I guess. And also, Mr. Johnny Ace, John Laurinaitis, people power. You remember that shit? Now it's all about victim power. Oh my god. So yeah, just a quick little news thing there. Johnny Laurinaitis said, if anything, he was a victim just because I know Vince McMahon. Bro, pardon my language, y'all. I'm trying to get sponsors here, but even you guys could agree with me. Johnny, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Alrighty. But yeah, guys, believe me, that lawsuit is getting so out of control. Vince resigns. He is no longer in WWE records or history, supposedly. And because he doesn't have majority shares and stuff anymore, he can't force himself back in like he did last time. So yeah. I mean, again, man, I mean, there's so much to this crap. Now, at the end, yes, you have to really make this matter like very serious, look into it, figure out what's true, what's not, and at the end of the day, have justice be served. Is it possible that maybe some people are trying to take advantage of someone in their positions? Sure, very possible. But again, we have to make sure that's proven. And me personally, I would not put it past over McMahon. So if it does end up being that he's very guilty of this, I wouldn't be surprised. So until we finally get the full conclusion, y'all, let's just wait and see. So insane it is. But enough about that crap, cause pretty sure we all hate that. Or at least we're loving it. I don't know. Let's talk about what recently happened. Not just SmackDown, but the Royal Rumble. Overall, pretty cool Royal Rumble. Now, I got off of work a little bit. I literally left work 20 minutes early than I was scheduled for, So I managed to catch the very last bits of the Women's Rumble. I got to see like the stare down with Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. And yeah, favorite elimination had to be when Tiffany Stratton was holding on to Bianca's ponytail on the apron, and boom, she gets eliminated. That was awesome. Congrats to Bayley. Awesome. I just got off of SmackDown. Awesome fucking decision right there. That segment with Bayley and stuff. She just spoke that little phrase in Japanese. It's like, oh, bitch, I know what you've been saying this whole time. Superb, y'all. So yeah, I only got to see the closing parts of the Women's Royal Rumble, but hey, some pretty sick returns. Liv Morgan came back. Naomi came back. Shout out to them. Some pretty cool debuts, Jade Cargill and whatnot. And what's her name? Jordan Grace, was it? Yeah, the TNA Knockouts champion. Now, honestly, I thought that was a one-time thing that they did with Mickey. What was it, last year? A couple years ago? Because, the story came out that, like, oh, they put her belongings in a trash can, and they got some backlash from that. So they gave her that spot. But now, potential, perhaps TNA AEW, pardon me, TNA WWE partnership to come soon? Maybe. We will see. We will talk about AEW as well and their new partnership. But yeah, exciting things to come, y'all. Exciting things for sure. Now, the other matches were pretty good. I mean, like, you kind of knew Roman was gonna win that Fatal 4-Way. Still pretty good match. Uh, Whatever match with KO and Logan Paul. Interesting. Oops, pardon me. Interesting to say the least. The way it was played out. And then pretty good men's Royal Rumble. I mean, some returns here and there, Sami Zayn and whatnot. A great start with Jimmy and Jay Uso starting it off. That was great. But yeah, overall, it looks like they're getting rid of like the surprise entrance and whatnot. So looks like it's more about putting and like giving like screen time to your actual working like employees there, the wrestlers who are actually there. Maybe from time to time a surprise entry here from like the past or something, but it looks like we're focusing more now on like the wrestlers working their ass off there. I dig that. I dig that. Great R-Truth. And we gave Braun Breaker a great spot, supposedly. Another thing that has to do with that, Brock was pulled out of the Royal Rumble, and supposedly Braun Breaker took his spot, being all the dominant big guy and whatnot, having that stare down with Omos. That funny little segment with Pat McAfee. But yeah. And yeah. Oh, pardon me. When it came down to the last two, we had the best in the world, CM Punk, versus the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Not gonna lie, they could have gone either way, but damn. Cody Rhodes wins back to back. Pretty exciting, and y'all saw SmackDown just now. Amazing what direction we could go in the world of wrestling, y'all. It's true what they say, anything can happen. Just wow. But yeah, y'all. Royal Rumble was definitely pretty cool. Not bad. Damn. So, what else do we got? Speaking of CM Punk, we'll mention him a little bit later. You already know what's up with him there. But what was I gonna say? Interesting little thing about the media scrum. So, obviously, there were questions about the whole McMahon lawsuit and whatnot that came out. Gotta say, they were both like asked to Cody Rhodes. Very good like answer to that question. I can't remember it word for word, but very like good answer to that question. Not being very like just overall being very professional. So great job on Cody Rhodes doing much better than Triple H. I'm sorry, y'all, but if y'all saw that media scrum, Triple H just straight up said, yeah, I'm not gonna focus on that. Just ignoring the question, bro. I'm sorry, Triple H. That made you look kind of bad. Yeah, no. So I mean, like, man, Cody Rhodes one-upped you right there in that media scrum, showing his real professionalism, real leadership too. I mean, you guys are both great for sure, but in that moment, I'm sorry, H. You're doing great, but that one little moment where it's like, bro, you can't just ignore that question. You just can't. You got to give something, all right? Something to address it. Just address it. You don't have to be too one-sided or something, or like try to be what is it, defensive and whatnot. Just know that it's wrong and whatever. But yeah, honestly, like great response from Cody. As a matter of fact, just seeing like the differences between like how like he handled that and how Triple H handled it. Later down the road, perhaps the Rhodes family will take over WWE. Anything could happen. Anything could happen in this road of wrestling. But no, for real, like Cody Rhodes, outstanding professional. He one-upped you there, Triple H, so I wouldn't be surprised if it actually came true. If someday the Rhodes family was in charge of the WWE. Like his song says, wrestling has more than one royal family. Alrighty. But yeah, that was an interesting little media scrum right there. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the other news that came out of the Royal Rumble. Love him or hate him, you gotta wish him well, because god damn it, this sucks. CM Punk was injured in the Rumble match. Supposedly, it was during the spot where he took the Future Shock DDT from Drew McIntyre. He supposedly got a torn tricep, and it's going to take about 3 to 4 months to recover from that. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. It happens. You guys know it's been a long time story with Punk and stuff, and the way I view it too. Ah, the point is, man, just try to main event WrestleMania once, and then, dude, just retire, bro. Just retire. It was great back in the day. It was not just a couple years. I fucking loved seeing you back in AEW. You were doing great. You had a few injuries there. Then the brawl out happened. Okay, you even got injured before that, right before that, and then all that crap. You're back in WWE, and you get injured again, dude. Just take it easy. At this point, I think Punk's just got to take a part timer schedule, because his body's just not handling it. The proof is right there. He's been getting injured numerous times. You want a main event? Go for it. Some year, maybe next year, and then that's it, bro. Just retire. But yeah, there were quite some plans, obviously, going with CM Punk and Seth Rollins, but man, yeah, we all know what that's gonna happen now. I mean, who knows? Seth said that he's gonna try to recover, but that is definitely still all up in the air. Just how fast can Seth recover? If he can. You know what, people? Let's wait Monday and see what happens. Ay, qué locura. Oh, this is just crazy, But yeah. But let's see here. Let's go ahead and take a look. What else do we got to talk about? Yeah, speaking of career paths, a couple of interesting career paths that have been making headlines. As you know, Okada recently appeared on TNA, but it turns out he may not be in TNA for good. I mean, obviously, he probably wanted to do one more little run in TNA, or at least something in TNA, because when he was there, boy, it was ridiculous. But he's trying to erase that, I guess. But yeah. So the news came that Pro Wrestling Tees may is having to remove all of his stuff from their site. Now, usually when that happens, it means that WWE is about to freaking get their claim on this wrestler, and all of their products are going to be under them. Boy, oh boy. So, Okada in WWE. It may just happen, y'all. Holy shit. I'm telling y'all, this first month of wrestling has just been insane. We still got a whole nother 11 months? I'm telling y'all, so far it's been pretty crazy. We'll just see what happens. It's absolutely insane. So I want to hear from you guys. If Okada does go to WWE, okay, I kind of have my thoughts on this, but I want to hear your thoughts. Should he go straight to the main roster, or should he go to NXT? I'm gonna be honest. Love Okada and stuff like that. He's an amazing wrestler, but I think he will have to learn the WWE style. So probably good option for him to go to NXT, not just to learn the style, but there's just too many top stars on the main roster right now. And Okada should definitely be a freaking main star. You'd be idiots if you didn't make him a top guy when he moves over there. But yeah, until it starts to kind of kind of cool down and like the main roster status up there in the main roster, then you can move Okada. But yeah, have him spend some time in NXT, I guess. I mean, he'll pick up the WWE style in no time, sure. But if he were to go in there right now, he may just end up actually hurting people, because Japanese style is stiff as hell, y'all. Stiff as hell. Speaking of that, I almost forgot. One more injury in the Royal Rumble. Did y'all see Cody Rhodes lost a tooth when he got Claymore from Drew McIntyre? Wow. Telling y'all, pro wrestling is tough. Indeed. Tough sons of for sure. But yeah, looking forward to seeing where Okada goes. And let's talk a little bit now about AEW. So, first, I want to mention this is pretty awesome. We are starting to get some CMLL luchadores on AEW TV. So, for if you guys don't quite know, CMLL, that is Consejo Mundial de la Lucha Libre. That is the oldest lucha libre organization, promotion, whatever you want to call it, in Mexico. So it's very interesting. We have about four luchadores right there. One of them is Místico, uh, Mascara Dorada, and I can't remember the other two. I think one of them is like a nephew or like the son of Super Park, like one of the sons or nephews of the OG La Parca. I'll have to look into that, but I remember hearing something about that. So very interesting, seeing some amazing, like I mean, luchador style and stuff in AEW. I mean, that's one thing that I do love about AEW is like the whole like just the work that we see in the ring, and having people from all over the world come in. They have that open door, forbidden and everything. They have that whole forbidden door open. Pardon me, but yeah, I mean, say what you want business wise, we can't deny that. Yeah, but talent wise, they're full of it for sure. Uh, Speaking of talent, we'll get to that in a bit. We'll be talking not just talent, but perhaps one chance, perhaps their last chance to really bring in some money. Y'all know what I mean. But before I get into that, uh, a little bit more about the Lucha Libre in AEW. Because CMLL is going to be having their talent on AEW, it seems that AAA, the second biggest promotion of Lucha Libre in Mexico, may not. If you guys don't know like the history there, AAA, CMLL have a big rivalry where they don't even want their talents to be on the same platform there. So if CMLL is going to be appearing on AEW, CMLL talent appearing, then we're probably not going to be seeing AAA talent like El Hijo de Vikingo on there anytime soon. Yeah, that sucks. Believe me, guys, it's quite a hectic ride to like go and like search up the history of the CMLL and like AAA rivalry. It's a hell of a thing. All right, so speaking of it, again, AEW, great amount of talent. Business wise, of course, they're not doing so well. But man, that is all gonna depend on this. If they wanna bring in some serious money, they better fucking use their money right. Enough stupid ass puns. I am talking about, of course, the eventual debut of Mercedes Monet, formerly known as Sasha Banks. Supposedly, rumors are that she's signed, she's got stuff filmed, and she will be debuting in AEW very soon, perhaps within the next month. That is literally AEW's either make it or break it. Yeah, guys, if you use Mercedes Monet just right, perfectly, she will bring in ratings for you. I personally believe so. All right, she's an amazing talent. She's one of the four horsewomen. So yeah, if you guys use her right, then it'll be a lifesaver for you. At least a step in the right direction so far. Good step in the right direction with the ranking systems bringing it back, but that's only a general audience. They're not gonna care about that. Mercedes Money, oh, believe me. But if you fuck up with Mercedes Money, I just don't see what else you could do. Honestly, I'm sorry, AEW fans. Okay, I'm sorry, but if they fuck up Mercedes Monet, what else can they do? What? So, plain and simple, guys. We gotta wait to debut. We gotta see what creative does with her. If it's like fireworks, then boom, they might be able to bring themselves back up. But if not, I just don't know, y'all. I don't know. But yeah, it's just, guys, again, this first month in wrestling has just been so hectic and amazing, just like the real world of wrestling. I cannot wait to see what these next 12 months bring us, y'all. Whew, damn. So, that's about it for the wrestling news, y'all. It is going to be one hell of an adventure this year. Let's see where it goes. And of course, as always, guys, share down below the comments of like whatever you have. How do you feel about Rock facing Roman? taking the spotlight away from Cody Rhodes or whatever. Mercedes Moné and AEW. Let me know. Again, at the end of the day, let's just talk wrestling and like share our voices, you know? So that's it for this episode. Is it for this episode? I'm so professional. Yeah. All right, guys, that's it for this episode of Dropkick SoCal on the news. We should be having. Oh, almost forgot. I should let you guys know next week there will be no news episode, and I don't think I'll be able to upload anything at all, to be honest. Pardon me. Reason being, I am going to be looking over my little fur puppy nephew. Yes, I have somebody who's going out of town, and I'm going to be looking over their little puppy dog. I love the little guy, so I'm going to pay full attention to him, which means no episode. Yeah, probably no episodes at all for next week. I'll still be active on social media and stuff. And yeah, follow us on the Instagram and stuff. I'll try to put some more stuff on TikTok. I'll try, but yeah. But yeah, guys. So again, I'll see you guys next week. We'll probably be doing the actual podcast. We are almost nearing towards the end of the best theme of the 2000s tournament. Getting close. We'll have a special guest for that one. And yeah, guys, again, go follow the Born Leaders Wrestling podcast. They do great, amazing shit. And yeah, guys, again, no episodes next week. I'm going to be taking care of my little puppy dog nephew. Love the little guy. And yeah, guys, I will see you all on the next episode. Peace out.